Hey guys, welcome back to another review, this time on the TV series called The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, now streaming on Disney+. So this might seem like a strange one for me to review with my age and all. I'm not going to say how old I am, but you can probably guess. Grace.
I'm kidding.
But I'll explain all of this later on. So this series ran for 4 seasons from 1988 till 1991. Is that right? I don't know. But here's my honest review on the series. But before you hear my review, please give this video a like if you like it, and consider subscribing, especially to stay up to date with our content. So yeah, just one more thing. Grace hasn't seen the series, but we'll see. She might watch it.
Yeah.
But she is, you are a Winnie the Pooh fan, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I've seen the films.
Yeah.
I've seen nearly all of them, I think.
Yeah. So this series has like sentimental value for me because I used to watch this, used to have like 2 DVDs of Winnie the Pooh. One of them was like the Piglet movie, and the other one was like one of the Winnie the Pooh ones. And I just used to have it on repeat, and I would sit there and I'd like eat my dinner and I'd just have it on repeat. And yeah, so I decided to rewatch the movies, and I told Grace, and she actually told me about the series, and I was like, wait, what? There's a series? And so I thought I'd watch it and see how it is. And it's sort of something like you can put in the background while you do other stuff. And it's absolutely brilliant. I absolutely loved it. It's really funny. It's basically a sitcom, and it actually delivers. So I have a few things that I go to like when I'm feeling a little down or something. And this is definitely one of those things that you can watch when you're feeling like a little upset or something. You just need something to cheer you up because it's actually really funny. And you wouldn't think it would be funny, but it actually is. And it's just for me, like because of the whole sentimental value thing as well. It was just really nice seeing like the old friends again, like Tigger and Winnie the Pooh, and you name it, they're in there. Yeah, just seeing them get into like different adventures and like getting in trouble. And what I really loved actually was seeing the relationship between Tigger and Rabbit, especially because Tigger gets on Rabbit's nerves all the time because he's always bouncing about and he's too upbeat. Whereas Rabbit is just always so like, oh, schedule. And he's like, oh, you're too much of a distraction, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I think this is definitely good for kids as the episodes are like short, and the majority of them are actually, which I didn't actually realize until I started, are actually split into 2 different parts in each episode. So you got 2 different stories in one episode. So that's really good. And I think that's also good, especially because, little kids have like a really short attention span. Like they only want to watch for a little bit and then like they're off running or drawing on the walls or something. And yes, I did that as a little kid. Also drawing the SETI, but I'm not going to talk about that. But yeah, I mean, I was the opposite of that. I used to sit in front of the TV with a bag of crisps, and I would sit there for ages. But there are tons of kids who won't like me. So yeah, I think this is definitely good for them. And there's just really tons of different stories, and they're all like really entertaining. So what I really liked about it as well is that there's some really nice messages that kids can actually take away from them. That's what I really like, because these kids shows, they shouldn't just be like, just kid friendly. There should also be some sort of meaning that they can actually think about. Like they might not actually think about it properly, but at some point they might go, oh yeah, I remember, when I was little, I watched that episode and that had that in it. And I was like, oh, that seems a bit, they'll make connections. And this is how, kids learn. But yeah, there's like tons of messages on like friendship. I mean, the whole 100 acre wood, like that's basically a group of friends, isn't it? And like acceptance, like working together, and like there's tons of many other themes too. But yeah, my favorite episode would have to be on Valentine's Day, which was from season 2, and it's episode 5. I might change it. I don't know. There's tons of episodes. There's 4 seasons. But yeah, so basically the episode is that Rabbit cancels Valentine's Day as he hates getting too many cards, especially from Pooh, who just sends like 3 or something. And then someone actually gives Pooh a gift of honey anonymously, sorry. And this starts like the cycle again. So then Pooh gives something to Piglet, who wants to give something back to Pooh, but then it accidentally lands on Owl, and then the cycle goes on because Pooh thinks it was Piglet, and Piglet wants to give. It's basically like a cycle of like give take, you know. You know when you give someone a present and they sort of feel, oh yeah, I probably should get them something as well, like for their birthday or something. Yeah. It's sort of that same sort of thing. But yeah, and then Pooh eventually comes to the conclusion that it's actually Christopher Robin who gave him the pot of honey. And I'm not going to say anything else, but this one was just really funny because it's just like, it had literally everybody, and you could just see Rabbit was just getting so frustrated. But yeah, I was trying to think of like the ones that I really remembered, because I think the ones that I really remembered are the ones that I really enjoyed. And this is one of them. But yeah, what I really liked about the show, I mean, I've said this quite a few times, like what I really like. But we also got to see some new characters as well. Characters that we might have seen in some of the movies and stuff, but really didn't get to see enough of. Or characters that, we might have heard of, but didn't really, like Heffalumps, for example. But yeah, so like we got Gopher, who I really liked. I liked him, and I liked his grandpappy as well. That was cool. Like Cassie and Rabbit, that was so cute. The Heffalumps, I love the Heffalumps. There's just so many good characters in there, and it's definitely, for someone who grew up watching Winnie the Pooh, like learning about this, just all these other characters, I was like, whoa, I didn't really know. But yeah, I think, watching this as like an adult, I think you could watch this as well. There's no age limit on this sort of stuff. And I know people probably are like, oh my God, why are you watching it? Like, you're grown up, what's wrong with you? But, I think it's something that will bring back a lot of memories, and it's just nice, because this is what I grew up with, and I'm sure some of you others as well have grew up watching this. And so it's nice. And you get a few you get a few jokes in, you get a few laughs out. And I mean, if you have kids as well, that's quite nice, watching it with your kids, like that's quite cute actually. But yeah, I would highly recommend it.
When you're talking about it, it just kind of, it brings me back to like watching the first film of Winnie the Pooh. It's just because I love it. Like, it's not my favorite, but I actually did adore Winnie the Pooh. And God, it was just so sweet, and it's just a loving story and a loving characters in it. And I haven't seen the show. I've seen a few episodes and scenes, like maybe randomly on YouTube like years ago. But hearing about it now, it just makes me wonder, like, what else actually happened in the 100-acre wood. And it's pretty nice kind of be like reliving that kind of childhood feeling of like that warm, friendly vibe like we always had when we were children. It's just sweet, because like I never, like, that's actually convinced me now just to watch it now. I don't know,
I'm
but
glad.
Like, it sounds really interesting, because I do remember something. I remember someone listing down like each favorite episode, and I remember you said like each episode has a special meaning in it, and it sounds like that's true, because I remember something about, I don't know, there was an episode, something about like E or something, and he had his special moment in the episode. I don't know which one, but it sounds like, but this, like, each episode focus differently on like different characters, like Kanga or like E or Tigger, like.
Yeah. I mean, we get the usual group, because Piglet, Winnie the Pooh, Rabbit, Tigger, they're like really main characters. But we also get to see Roo, we get to see Kanga. Like I said, we get to see some new characters as well.
Do we see a lot of Christopher Robin in?
I don't know what is a lot, but we do get to see him. I don't know if I'd say it's a lot, but we do. We definitely do get to see him. So that was nice. There are also some moments where we get to actually see him not in the 100-acre wood, but actually back at home with Winnie the Pooh and all of them. So that was quite nice. We get to see a bit more about his life as well, which is actually quite nice. Yeah.
What was the ending like of the show? Like, was it like just like a casual episode, or was it like or was it like a satisfying ending of like the show?
So the good thing about this is that it's not like your typical show, because typical shows, like, it builds up on what happened in the previous episode, whereas this doesn't really do that. Like, you could watch any episode, you could turn it on and you'd know what is going on.
Mm.
So in that sense, there wasn't an actual ending as per se,
Okay.
but yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know why it ended. I think they just got cancelled or
Yeah,
something.
I think like good shows last for like 4 seasons. That sounds like it was a good season to last long.
Hmm,
Like the Aladdin show lasted like 3 seasons. Yeah,
3.
that was a good show. I know that lasted, and I'm glad it had like more than one season.
Yeah, definitely.
Would you like to see like a reboot of the show, or would you like to see like kind of like a comeback? Like, because I think like Disney Junior, I think the channel did like a sort of like a reboot of Winnie the Pooh. Probably not good. It was kind of like a 3D style in a way. But would you like to see like the reboot of the show you watch to come back again, like more adventures of Winnie the Pooh?
No, I feel like it's one of those ones that it's perfect as it is. I don't want more. I'm just happy with this. Like,
Hmm.
because what I like about these sort of shows is that you can just turn on an episode and it doesn't matter which one, and you can just enjoy it.
Hmm.
So that's really good. And also the fact is that you're never gonna remember every single episode. So
Hmm.
you turn it on again and you have a faint memory, but you don't completely remember it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want a reboot because I feel like this was really good. Like, this was perfect.
Would you would you like not like a reboot, but like maybe it's sort of like reboot, but like where there's like the story continues on, but in a different way. You know, like have you seen the Disney film Christopher Robin with Edward
No, no, I don't think so.
no. Well, I could imagine like maybe like do you know the story
No.
of Christopher Robin? No. Well, if any of you have, I don't want to spoil it for you, Emily, because I think you might like it. I could just imagine something like not with Christopher Robin, but with like another character in it. Like maybe because it's all about Christopher Robin growing up. And what if his child got along with Winnie the Pooh, like their adventures, like just something that like kind of like shows like reliving childhood memories or something like that. I could see that. Like, could you like I don't know, but I don't know. It'd be quite nice if people. I feel like Winnie the Pooh has kind of been forgotten now in a way. Like, cause I don't.
Yeah,
I feel like it'd be great if someone kind of like if they bring back Winnie the Pooh or something. I don't know. Bring back the show. Like, I feel
yeah,
like
definitely.
I feel like it's always been known as like a great childhood memory, but I don't feel like it's been known as like something people will watch like or recommend now.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, that definitely does, because Winnie the Pooh is quite old. Like, it came
Mm,
out, I think, like 70s or 80s.
mm,
Like, the actual movie, sorry, movie? Yeah, movie?
yeah.
Movie? Yeah, so it's actually quite old. And, like, nowadays people are just more concerned about Frozen, which, you know.
Yeah.
But
And more
yeah,
care about a white puffy snowman than a stuffed yellow bear.
it's just sad because Winnie the Pooh
Hmm.
is.
No, because I feel like Winnie the Pooh is basically everybody's friend. Like he's so cuddly, he's so childish. And well not like childish. I mean he's basically like a child. But like what does a child do? They like to eat a lot. And what does Winnie the Pooh does? He likes to eat a lot of honey.
Yeah. Right, well, that concludes my review on the new adventures of Winnie the Pooh, which I hope you thoroughly enjoyed. And I would like to know if you've watched the series and did you enjoy it? Did you like it? Did you find it as funny as I did? There was some really
Yeah.
funny moments I wouldn't have expected. But yeah,
Mm.
drop us a comment down below. I'd also like to know whether you would actually like me to do maybe your top 10 episodes from the series like video sort of thing.
Yeah.
Top 10, maybe top 15 or something.
Mm.
So yeah, maybe give this video a like, and we could actually
Subscribe.
even compare notes or something. Yeah, please
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be alerted of our new videos when they come out, like our Marvel and Disney debates, pranks, games, and plenty more reviews and reactions on various TV shows and movies. Like, we have tons like literally coming out.
We
Like,
got lots.
yeah. So yeah, but
Yeah.
till then, goodbye from Grace and me from the Debate Hut. And I have to end it like this. I'm taking something Grace said before for a review, but TTFN.
Bye.